If you have a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. Welcome to the Sacred Gray. My name is Astrid. I'm a psychic oracle and mentor. Cancer, this is like the most unclear start to a reading I've ever done. So I had to pull an extra card because I was like, it's giving me nothing. So I have from the Green Glyphs Oracle, I have Crystal Ball. Hummingbird was the final card that I pulled that I was like, please give me like just a little bit more. Inkwell, Stone Tablet, and Acorns. And all of that basically amounts to the message of you don't know what you don't know. And I'm hearing you've been hoping for a change, right? So acorns is like, that's something small that grows into something really, really big. And then complemented by hummingbird, it's like the daily changes, the little daily changes that you kind of anchor in, and it's also, hummingbird is also like a quick lesson, right? So there's something in your month of March and eclipse season that I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're okay with it being uncertain. I feel like you're at peace with that. But I also feel like you are really, really deeply uncertain. It's this energy of like, I don't know where to begin. You're kind of leaping out into the unknown, right? Let's get a little bit from the Poesis deck before we dive into the tarot. Yeah. It's funny because like the acorn is so powerful and it's been coming up for the collective for so long. Like whatever it is that you have, I'm hearing damn well, and those are your ancestors coming through. I'm hearing damn well that it's going to be big. Damn well it's going to change your life. But you are uncertain of what that oak tree is going to look like when it grows. Like I don't even know that you really know what kind of tree it is. You're just like, I got a seed. Let's see. What more for Cancer in March eclipse season, Venus retrograde? What more is available for Cancer as we start this reading? Listen. Yeah, and I mean crystal ball, like all of those cards immediately are just like very intuitive energies. These are energies that are asking you to trust, kind of, to kind of go with the flow a little bit and just implement what you can when you can, right? With that hummingbird, the daily changes, the quick lessons, I'm hearing like quick on your feet, right? Breathe. You're being asked to anchor into some kind of meditative practice choice. Yeah, I'm hearing it hasn't always been so clear. You've been through, okay. So I'm getting this energy that like you've really been through a lot. And I'm also getting this feeling that success has been really, really fleeting for you, Cancer. And Spirit wants you to do it different this time. And it's not just Spirit. Like I'm getting a lot of heavy ancestral energy from your reading, Cancer. Like this is, you have a lot of divine support behind you as you plant these acorn seeds, as you see what they grow into. And the stone tablet specifically speaks to something that is like of unknown origin and unknown language specifically. Like there's something with the stone tablet about like literally a language that you don't know or understand. And so listen and breathe and choice, body here coming out, and then patience at the bottom. Like you are being asked to connect with yourself, your body, self capital S, your body in a way that maybe has been less than comfortable for you in like recent years. In the past, honestly, I feel like it's longer than recent years. I feel like it's the past like 10 years. You maybe have been struggling to connect with your physical body. Got King of Cups. And the Sun. here. I'm going to keep pulling because Spirit says I'm not ready. You know, the cards aren't ready yet, but that's pretty solid right there. Like that's, you know, that's you. That's you in a very good place, right? That's you in a very balanced place. That's you in a very optimistic place. And I think that is potentially kind of hard to come by sometimes for you. I think that you've had some really low moments recently, like in the past year, but I feel like you've been having kind of a long road. You know, there's something about like a long journey for you, Cancer, that has been quite tiring. And so in honoring that this eclipse season, you're asked to kind of gather your strength via your patience, I guess, like anchoring into the silence of just waiting or accommodating the unknown. So let's get into the tarot. Okay. Ace of Swords, King of Cups, beautiful. The Tower, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. That deserves a bell ring. I love that. We're going to pull the High Priestess out and put her over here. Listen, I know you guys can't see the cards. If you want to be a financial contributor to my mission and to my channel, there are links in the description box below. I need to get a second camera body so that I can give you an overhead view of what I see down here, because what I see down here is beautiful. Showing you the cards is hard because then it throws my focus off on my lens. Like it's just a whole ordeal. So I'll show you the cards as I can, but yeah, I'm very aware that you guys can't see the cards. So if you want to help me out, there are links below. Anyways, continuing. So for March, for eclipse season, yeah, there's the Tower there right in the middle. I'm going to show you how they look for me. So we've got, well, I'll show you how they look for me exactly. So we've got it like this. They're all, you know, the Tower right in the middle there. Okay. Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. March is going to be an interesting month for you for sure. You communicate your emotions and it causes a stir. That's what, but you know, the manner in which you communicate these emotions is a very stable place to be operating from. When I split the deck, I get the Ten of Pentacles really solidifying that, like you are moving from an emotionally balanced place and a place of power. You're expressing something that, wow, you're expressing something in the month of March that you have been sitting on for a long time. Oh, there is a deep sting. Yeah, and it's something that you feel, and the way that you communicate it, like you're putting it lightly. You're putting it lightly to someone or something. Something about what you're communicating is very mild in the bigger picture, right? The way that you externalize it is very mild in terms of how deep you feel it, okay? However, it still causes a stir, and it leads you into some uncertainty, some potential grief. You're worried that you hurt someone in this situation. You're concerned about, you know, I didn't want to hurt them, I didn't mean to hurt them, but you're just speaking your mind. You know, you're just speaking your mind. So let's get a message about the blessings that are coming from this. The blessings that are coming in the month of March and eclipse season, Spirit, please. Eight of Swords in reverse. So willfully liberating yourself from whatever has kept you tied up emotionally through that Ace of Swords, through that King of Cups and that Ace of Swords. There's a willful liberation of your kind of like mental prison, something that you enact very purposefully. Five of Swords, a lot of swords here, a lot of swords. Ace of Wands. Blessings for March. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Well. That's progression. That is progression. That's two aces in the blessings here. So you've got raw energy that you choose what to do with, right? That's the thing about aces. They're the zero. They're the concept. They're the idea. It's what you, it's just raw creative energy. And you've got three aces right in front of me, right here, right? Damn, Cancer. I'm hearing you worked hard for this. You've spent a lot of time cleaning up after other people. You've spent a lot of time picking up the pieces for other people, for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, for people who are very close to you. You've spent a lot of time acting as an emotional sounding board, as, you know, a backbone in a way, as a creative force. You know, people can talk to you, people can relate to you, is what I'm hearing. And that's a divine service that you're providing, you know. That is a service that you're providing. And it's something that not everyone can do, but you're doing it because you can. And even if I'm hearing sometimes you can't. I'm hearing sometimes you find yourself pouring from a cup that is not full, you know? And the blessing of this month is excuse me? Potentially some release. I mean, definitely some release. Wow. That's so funny. Definitely some release of some air with all those swords here. Oh my God. But then in turn receiving something that, you know, and this is something that you're not going to see it initially, but this is an exchange that it doesn't feel like it's available to you right away, but then it shows up and you're like, oh, thank God. It's this beautiful sigh of relief that you're able to give yourself after years of holding on to whatever it is that you've been holding on to, Cancer. Like there's something beautiful here that you're receiving from this form of expression that has been weighing on you so heavily. And this eclipse cycle, you get to let it go, you get to release it, and you get to anchor it into a form of a balanced exchange that does fill those cups and give you something to move forward with that is more than just like an idea of something. Like this is something tangible that you can then like grab that wand and cast a spell with it. Like you can do something with what you gain from the people around you as a result of expressing yourself. Then I think that there's someone in your life who shows up in a way that is much more, I'm hearing hands-on, I'm hearing much more present, right? There's something that is much more stable in what you're receiving from the close relationships in your life. And it's funny because I'm getting this feeling, which I have sometimes, where sometimes it just feels like during a reading, I just kind of go through this portal and I'm just no longer sober. And I just had that where like all of a sudden I'm like kind of lightheaded and, you know, the energy is a little bit wavier than it was a moment ago. And that's what I felt here. It's this grand release, relief that feels you, or that leaves you feeling a little bit lightheaded, right? But also, you know, feels you a little lightheaded. Like your guides want you to feel, they want to feel you, not in your head so much, right? Right? Yeah. Let's get a hexagram for you from the I Ching. Man. Hexagram 49. Let's see what she says. All right, hexagram 49. All right. Oh, this is revolution. Yeah, so hexagram 49, that's funny because you know, this has come up for like every reading that I've done, because I'm going through all of the sun, moon, and rising signs which I was going to do regularly, and then I switched to North Nodes only, but I decided for this eclipse season, for March as a whole, to go through the zodiacal wheel by sun, moon, and rising. So it is more accessible, because not everybody knows their North Node, right? Not everybody has their time of birth. And so to make it more accessible, I decided to go through the entire zodiacal wheel by sun, moon, and rising. And for every other reading that I've done up until yours, I've gotten this message that Spirit delivers to me in a very unique way, where I feel this earthquake type of energy. It feels like my bottom is shaking, and it is a gesture to this hexagram, because when I asked Spirit for illumination on what that was, because I had been feeling it for a long time, I asked for illumination on what that earthquake energy was, and I got this hexagram. So I'm going to read it to you. This is also the only page, in my guidebook that has broken out, which I think is really fucking interesting. Okay, hexagram 49, revolution. Above lake, below fire, fire in the lake, the battle of light and dark. The light of fire strives upward as the dark lake presses down. They seem intent on mutual destruction, yet this is the same battle of light and dark that plays out in the seasonal changes. What may seem like a revolution against natural order may in fact be its fulfillment. The time calls for a testing of intention and purpose, whether evolution or revolution. Cancer, this is a powerful time for you. Oh, man. And I did feel it for you earlier in the reading, and I didn't say anything because I'm like, I've said it for every other sign, you know? And of course, when I don't say it, Spirit brings it out anyways. I love that. I love my job sometimes. I mean, I love my job all the time, but damn, you know? This is oh, look at what is at the bottom of the deck. The sun. Oh my God, the sun and death and the star. Holy shit, Cancer. Wowie, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Another one. This is big celebratory energy for you, Cancer. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you. Oh man. You know, I can't help but think about the Cancer that I know, the Cancer sun that I know, and that person is so kind in their spirit. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. And they've been through so much in this life. And that person is very deserving of this release. And so too you, viewer, are so deserving of this release. This is the type of personal revolution that things will never be the same, and you are better for it. You are happy. You are closing the chapter. That was probably the longest chapter in the book, right? There is an alchemization of this pain, and ancestors and loved ones who have passed on want you to be freed of these shackles. They want you to be freed of this turmoil, of this kind of grief that you've experienced, right? Let's get a little bit more here. So I'm cluing into, at this point in the reading, what is the unseen challenge, which I think we see very clearly. But let's get what you don't see coming. What does Cancer not see coming? What is the challenge that they don't see coming? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups here. I've got the Four of Swords in its transverse. So okay. I've got the Two of Swords and the Emperor here. Okay. So what you don't see coming, Cancer. This could be in regards to a relationship. Yeah, we've got the Emperor and the Hierophant. This could be regarding a relationship. This has to do with possibly love, doesn't have to be. A situation where there is a falling out. You know, whoever you're communicating this to could be someone that you have love for, that you're in love with, right? Someone I'm hearing who's possibly at a distance. Someone that you, honestly, I'm hearing don't fuck with. And I don't know what that's about. it could be someone that you don't really mess with anymore. With the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords in reverse here, you know, this is something that, and also I have to say, we've got all 4 aces on the table now, because the Ace of Pentacles came out. All 4 aces are on the table. You have so much opportunity this month. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive as hell. Whatever it is that you communicate to this person, I do see the opportunity for it to go either way. You know, this could be a permanent break or a severance in a relationship or a job, contract, an agreement. It could also be a deepening of that bond. And it's probably entirely up to you, you know, and what you, with all, I mean, not probably, with all of these aces in front of me, you know, what comes of it, or how it ends, this conversation or this line of communication that you have with this person, the end of it, you know, the outcome is entirely up to you, Cancer. That is a power that I'm hearing you haven't really had, you know, or you haven't felt in touch with. The power over your own destiny, the power to choose. And you have it. This is powerful as all fuck. My God. You have it. You have the power to decide what comes of this relationship, of this new chapter, as you close out a chapter that is long, that has been cumbersome, that has been challenging and trying, things that have kept you up at night, things that have robbed you of your sleep, have robbed you of your rest, have robbed you potentially of your relationship with your own body, right? Your own physical vessel. You now get the chance to make something of this. And I'm hearing you should be very proud of yourself. That's coming from someone who's passed on. Let's get something from the Poetess to round this out. Freedom, baby. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Yo. Okay, I've got heal. I've got embrace. Okay, trigger. Celebrate here. The unknown and give. Shadow and wisdom. Wow. Cancer, you are changing. This message is asking you what you're bringing into this new time, you know? What are you giving to the higher forces at will right now? What are you giving to the God that you pray to? You know, what are you offering of yourself in this time as you open this new chapter consciously? And I wanted to say consciously or not, but no. You're doing this consciously. I'm stating it. I'm putting out into the universe right now. You're doing this on purpose. You're doing this with intention and the wisdom that you carry forward into this new time. Spirit is asking you to really love yourself through it. Give yourself a hug. Okay? Do a little dance. Give yourself a celebration, because there are going to be triggers, and Spirit wants you to celebrate those triggers, because it could be, you know, if you've spent a lot of time like numbing out in the past like decade, I want you to give yourself whatever you need in order to feel the trigger. Feel your feelings when you feel them. Get it out so that you can move the fuck on. Because you deserve so much of this world. And if you're not happy, you need to make the changes that need to be made so that you can be happy. That's on you, my friend. That's your responsibility, okay? Your brain is not your friend. Your brain's going to keep you safe, but it's not going to keep you happy. That's not your brain's job. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. And so here, you've got a ton of wisdom at your disposal from this chapter that you've been in for so long. You've learned a lot about life. You've learned a lot about grief. You've learned a lot about your shadow. Because I'm hearing you've been living in it for certain portions, of this long chapter. You've been living in it. And as you close it out, Spirit is saying to acknowledge yourself as a champion, as a warrior, as the emperor that you are, okay? As the divine balance that you're able to strike between the worlds, Cancer. This is a tremendous success for you. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. Please drop a like, drop a comment. Please email me if you ever need anything. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. These are all free ways to support a growing channel, And I'm always here. I'm always here. If I don't respond to your email, please don't take it personally. I read all of them, and I pray over you, and I send you love with every email that I receive. Okay? And I wish you all the best because you deserve all the best. Okay? Take care of yourself.